Welcome back. In this video we're going to be working on Gundam's mask. I'm just framing up so we can get a better look at his mask area. I just created a polyplane and I'm rotated in X190. I'm going to knock the values down so it's just one plane. I'm going to turn X-ray now. I'm going to select these verts. I'm going to snap them to the center of the grid. So we're going to be working on one half, so I'm just sliding this down into place. Go to the split screen view. I'm going to slide it forward now. So we roughly match up with the side of his mask. I'm just inserting a couple edge loops now. And pull this this vert up. Just using the lines on the image planes to tell me where everything should be. So to split those verts back in Y. I'm just pulling these verts individually. Just line them back to match up with the image. You can already see that the shapes already started to come along. We're only just a minute into the video itself, and you can see it doesn't take too much effort to get his the basic shape of his mask. I'm just going to select these edges and I'm just going to extrude out. I want some thickness to it. So I'm just snapping this through it. Whoops. I'm just going to extrude out this edge here. Use the pen polygon tool to fill this hole. There we go. I'm going to select these verts and I'm just going to slide scale in so they're straight. And just slide out so you get a little bit of rounding on the mask. Right, so what I'm going to do now is create this low intensity area. So I just created two splits and I selected the base and I'm going to extrude in. Just extrude it in once. You can already see that the mask is really starting to take shape now. So I'm just going to have to tweak these verts a little. Sorry, these edges. Oops, selected the wrong one by mistake. So I'm just selecting all side edges. I'm sliding these edges out a little. It's looking much better now. and 10 X-ray. I'm going to add some more division going horizontally now, because you can see he's got these additional indents in his front of his mask. So that's 5 edge groups inserted. We're going to select these faces and then we're going to extrude in just like we did before. Exactly the same thing. Scale in uniformly. And then we're going to extrude and push in at this time. So I selected those, so I made a small mistake. So I'm going to select this face again and extrude in. Okay, scale in uniformly. So I did those again. My seems to be giving me a little bit of trouble here. I also noticed that some of the bits were off, so I'm just going to have to tweak those a bit. I'm just going to, rather than extrude both of them at the same time, I'm just going to extrude one. There we go. Seems to be working much better now. I'm going to extrude again once more. That's looking nice. Just 2 extrusions total. I'm going to get rid of these side faces, we don't need them. I'm just going to straighten out these bits using scale tool. See, there's a couple of bits that I missed. I'm going to scale them in. Grid snap them. I'm going to tweak these bits individually now. I'm going to do the exact same thing for this face here. Extrude and scale in. Just using the rotate tool to square off everything. And just going to extrude in once more. There we go. Just going to delete these faces here. And scale up all the way so they're nice and straight. I'm just tweaking these bits again. You can see just how simple it was just to create his mask. I'm just going to pull these forward a little. Oops. I'm just checking it from all angles. Slide this back. I'm just going to pull these bits down a little bit. So freeze transformations and delete by tape history. So now what we're going to do is create this chin area. So we're going to select these bottom edges here and we're going to extrude out. So extruded out these two edges here. So I'm just straightening everything out by selecting all the widths on the side and using scale tool. Just snapped it back to the grid again. There's a couple of widths that I need to tweak here though. Excuse me. So I'm just sliding these widths down in Y. And select these two edges again and extrude in a little. And extrude down one more. There we go, you can see now the shape's really starting to come along now. So I want to scale in just to get that nice straight edge. Like I've been saying all along, the shapes may look difficult, but the actual process of creating them isn't. You're just learning how to read the blueprints and knowing what method to use. Okay, just a couple more bits to tweak. It's looking nice. It's matching up with the reference images. Just another tweaking the side view now. You always have to remember, once you work on one side, you have to switch to the other side and then work on it some more. As you can see, when I line it up on the side view, it just messes everything up in the front view. So these the image planes on the head aren't a little off. So just undid those I'm just looking at it from all angles. So it's duplicated over the other side of the mask. You can really see it's looking real nice. It's got good form to it. And it's all quads, so that's an added bonus. So I'll just combine these two pieces here. And merge all the widths. I'm just selecting these four edges. I'm going to extrude out. Extrude out once and another two more times. There we go, 3 extrusions in total. I'm just going to align these with the rest of the mask. Oops, that was accident selected that bit by mistake. Sliding in X. So did that real quick. There we go. Just snapping both bits now. Just gonna merge him. Just gonna have to make some tweaks to it now. Just notice when I open it here, I'm gonna have to fix this. Very simple, just merging the bit. Must have been one that I missed earlier. Just tweaking these bits now. Look a little too high for my liking, so I'm just gonna slide them down a little. I'm selecting these edges and I'm gonna pull them down. There we go. Still some tweaking, but it's getting there. So I'm just lining them back up again, just a little. So I think I slid it down too much. So I'm just checking it, making sure everything's okay. It's looking good from the front side. Just now have to get it to look good from the side view. So let's delete that side. I'm just gonna duplicate it over again because I made changes to the right side I was working. Sorry, the left side I was working on. So I'm just gonna merge the bits in. The reason I'm doing this is so I can fill the space in that chin area. So that's what I'm gonna start working on now. Use the pen polygon tool. Just use the pen polygon tool and add in an edge loop here. Checking everything. Everything's really started to line up now. So we're gonna have to add another edge. You fill the gap now, so we're just gonna use this edge loop to split insert edge loop tool. We're going to use the split back on to fill the rest of the gap here. There we go. Excuse me. To make sure everything's okay. It's really starting to take shape now. I'm just selecting these edges here. All the edges on the side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 in total. And I'm going to slide them up in Y. No, that's not looking nice. Here we go, we missed a couple edges here, so that's 10 edges total. No, that's still not looking. There we go. I'll be at an open edge here, so I'm just going to fix this. Just tweaking these weights now. Just did that. Didn't really like the results I was getting. So I'm just selecting these bits here. I'm just gonna slide them forward in NZ. Deselect those. Let's pull these forward as well. These 8 in total, and we're gonna scale out as well. There we go. It's looking much nicer. I'm gonna have to tweak these verts out to match up with the reference image. You can see they're a little off. There you go, just a couple of tweaks and we're getting there. I'm just sliding these verts up to match up with the side view. As you can see now, it's really starting to take shape. It's looking good in both viewports now. I just want to see what it looks like in a perspective view. Just scale them in, straighten them out. Just looking alright, it's not looking too bad. So you can see we've got a board and edge down here, so we're gonna have to merge all these words manually, even though I snapped them to the grid. And just a couple of these, it seems. So just going around manually, just word snapping the words to the corresponding word, and then I'm just merging them. Excuse me. Shouldn't take too long, just a couple of words. Just make my way around with snapping. What I usually do first is snap the words, and then once I've done all that, then I'll merge all the words. This one seems to be okay. And now I'm gonna just merge everything now that I've snapped all the words to the corresponding ones. See, the border edge is gone now. So the open edge is gone. Now what we're gonna do now is work on the rest of the face area now. Now that we've got the mask at a good area at a good stage. I'm just going to use the create polygon tool. This is a new tool I'll be using for the tutorial. I don't think I've used it so far. So what the create polygon tool does is obviously, as the name suggests, that you create your own unique polygon rather than use a default default polygons. This lets you create your own ones. So I'm just using that to create the eye area. So now we're going to do that it's one big it's one big end gun. We're gonna have to go in and cut them quads into it. I'm using the split polygon tool. And see, I'm gonna have to cut it up so it's all quadded. You can see how easy simple it was. Just turn on X-ray now. And tweak the vertical to match with the reference image low and better. So I'm going to slide them into place in the side view. I'm going to select these words here and I'm going to slide it back in Z. Same thing for the other words. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. You can see it's now starting to match up a little. This is slightly out of place. The reference images are obviously a little off, so I'm going to have to compensate for that. So to send those steps, so I'm just going to leave it as it was. So I'm selecting all these outside edges and I'm going to extrude. I'm going to extrude out uniformly. So select these edges again and just pull out. Slide them forward. I'm going to select these sideways and sliding out in it, sliding back in X. So Z. Select these two edges. I'm going to scale them up, scale them together so they're not straight, and then grid snap them. So you can see this part doesn't really take too long. So we'll just select these edges. Then we're going to meet with the mask now. So we'll snap it to the rest of the mask. Everything now should line up. I'm just tweaking the width to match up with the image. This width snapping. So what we're going to do now is just make our way around it by extruding these edges until we can fill all these gaps. Just like we did with the helmet, we're going to use the same technique here. Just going to make our way around, extruding edges. So we're going to have making a quick save now. So we're going to have to add an insert. We're going to have to insert an edge loop in the eye area. You can see. Excuse me. I'm selecting this bit. It's bird snapping it. I'm just lining it up with the reference image. So I'm selecting all these excuse me, edges. I'm going to extrude out. See, now we're almost there. Just a few more minutes of tweaking the bits and we'll be finishing the mask. Sorry. So I'm just sliding everything into place. We'll snap these. So I'm going to add an edge loop here, and I don't really think we need this edge loop. So we're going to snap the verts here. Yep, I was right, we don't need this because I seem to have an insert an edge loop here that we didn't need. So just get rid of this one as well. Going to edit polygon to the edge. It's looking much better now. Excuse me. Selecting the verts and just going to merge them all. I'm going to tweak this side bit. So what I'm going to do now is select these top edges here, and I'm going to extrude out. There we go. So I've just deleted that face here, and I'm going to nope, that's merge these bits here. I didn't really like that. That was that's giving me some horrible results. So just leave it as is. It's almost there now, almost at the finish line. So I'm going to select these bits here and scale them up. Then scale them so they're nice and straight. Just slide them back a little. So what I'm going to do now is just tweak these verts in the eye area a little. So I insert an edge loop around the eye. Actually, I don't think we need that. So I'm just selecting these verts here, face here, and just sliding them back a little. That won't give me the results either, so just quickly undo those. So I'm just going to select all these faces and I'm just going to extrude them out. There we go, that's much better. Scaling it a little. So just undid that real quick this time. Just took it all off to me. It's okay, so I extruded those faces and things seem to be looking okay. Let's look at it from all angles. So we just need to add an edge loop here. Merge these. There we go, we're all done now. So all you have to do now is just duplicate over the side and we're done. Now let's see you in the next video.